Good morning. My name is Becca Hinojosa. I'm calling from Brownsville, Texas, which is part of the Rio Grande Valley region of South Texas. I'm with the organization called the South Texas Environmental Justice Network. My community and I oppose the Rio Grande LNG export terminal. We've been opposed to this project for nearly a decade since it was first proposed. And what I mean by opposed, I mean that all of our directly impacted communities here, South Padre Island, Laguna Vista, Port Isabel, South Padre Island, Long Island Village, those city governments oppose Rio Grande LNG. They voted and they passed anti-LNG resolutions. So there's an official city resolution from each of these towns opposing Rio Grande LNG. Why? Because this terminal would completely destroy our way of life. Okay, our communities are dependent on fishing, on shrimping, on a clean environment, and it's clear that LNG would clog the ship channel with LNG tanker ships and pollute the area. Okay, they are also opposed to Rio Grande LNG because it would threaten our safety. We've already seen other LNG export terminals, like the one in Freeport, Texas, explode, send a blast that causes a person to fall and split their head open. Okay, so we have restated our opposition many times to the federal government. Okay, Port Isabel, Texas, other organizations are also legally challenging this project. There are lawsuits. The school district that represents these communities rejected a tax incentive for Rio Grande LNG because their community members do not want this project. Okay, it is risky for this project, because banks have withdrawn. Through our community opposition, we successfully got a bank called Societe Generale to withdraw their support for Rio Grande LNG. So I'm here to tell you that this is a widely opposed project. It's controversial, that other banks have withdrawn, and that you should do the same. Okay, we're here to ask your board to no longer support Rio Grande LNG, to pull your investment, and you should consult with directly impacted community members. Okay, we will not be silent. We will continue to be opposed to this project, and we'll continue to do everything we can to stop this facility from ever being built. Okay, thank you very much.
My name is Dr. Christopher Basaldu. I reside in Brownsville. I am Ishnokna, a human being, a member of the Carizo-Comecrudo tribe of Texas. We are the original people of Texas and the original people of the area in question in Brownsville, South Padre Island, where these LNG export terminals are proposed. We are the original people of the land. And we oppose Rio Grande LNG, we oppose Next Decade, and the pipelines that would be associated with delivering fracked gas to these export terminals. 100% of the gas will be exported to the global market, so there is no local benefit for this project whatsoever. On top of that, the Port of Brownsville, Next Decade, Rio Grande LNG continue to deliberately ignore the original indigenous people of this land when we have called for consultation. They do not have tribal consent from the original indigenous tribe on whose ancestral and sacred lands they want to build this project. They have not built the project yet. They are not cleared for construction, but they have done what they call site clearing or site preparation, where they have destroyed over 900 acres of delicate wetlands, and they have encroached upon an archaeological and National Park Service recognized ancestral site of our tribe that we call Garcia Pasture. It's known as Garcia Pasture. Next Decade swore up and down that they would not encroach upon that archaeological site. More than a month ago, or about a month ago, the chairman of our tribe received a letter from Next Decade that they did encroach by 1,000 feet onto that area, which they swore they were not going to do. These are our ancestral sacred lands. We have ancestors buried out there, and we have a company, a private corporation that wants to gain profit by continuing to add carbon to the atmosphere, methane to the atmosphere, which is going to destroy or send the planet into climate chaos. We don't need any new fossil fuel projects in order to keep us under 1.5 degrees Celsius of global warming. And on top of that, we have the direct genocidal racism of companies that refuse to listen to Native and Indigenous people when we are concerned about our sacred lands, our sacred sites, and our ancestors who are buried in the land.